Lume Deodorant. I always wanted to make a review for this for a very long time. And the way I'm going to actually review this is I'm going to judge it by three things and then others. So the three things that I think are really important is the price, is the smell or the scent, and how effective it is. So let's first start off with the price. This motherfucker is about $14. This is probably one of the most expensive deodorants I have ever purchased in my life when I really think about it. But I purchased it because I heard so many good things from Meebo, definitely in the Meebo group. And people say, oh, what type of deodorant should I use? Because, you know, my underarms are not so good down there. Oh, you should use Lume, you should use Lume. I keep hearing that within these posts and forums. So I'm like, all right, let me try it. It touts a lot of things. It has 72-hour protection, and it's aluminum free and baking soda free and doctor developed and hypoallergenic. I don't know what that means, but it sounds like it's good for the environment and stuff. So I'm like, okay, whatever. And with the $14 an hour, I'm like, okay, maybe it costs $14 an hour because, you know, it's one of the best deodorants that's good for the environment or whatever the case may be. But I still don't like the price. So it is like $14. I didn't add the price. I didn't even add the tax onto it, but it's around like $14. That's the first thing that's bad. Second thing, let's go into what I said. I say smell and how effective it is. Let's just go into smell and scent. So I purchased the lavender one. I forgot. It's like I think it's called lavender and sage. And this type of deodorant, let me open up the deodorant. It's one of these deodorants where it has a knob at the bottom and you just twist it up to get all the deodorant contents. And the deodorant contents is already pushed up. And let me do a smell test. I already know what it smells, but let's do it again. So it's supposed to have a lavender and sage scent. I just want to remind you about that. So it does have a sort of lavender smell, but it smells like lavender mixed with like Elmer's glue or some shit. I mean, it doesn't smell that bad. It doesn't smell that bad, but it doesn't smell good. It smells like Elmer's glue mixed with like little droplets of lavender. So how would I rate that? It's okay. It's an okay smell. And here's another thing about Lume I just remembered. So Lume is, they tout that not only could you put it under your underarms, you could put it on your private parts. So you can put it on your ball, you can put it on your cooch, all that shit. So I guess that's cool. I guess let me say that as a pro. But let's now go to the most important thing, which is, ladies and gentlemen, the effectiveness. And I gotta tell you, it's a straight trash. This shit is straight trash. Now, to be fair here, when I used it a lot, I used it at a job where I was standing out in the sun for 4 hours. So most people don't have jobs where they have to stand out in the sun for a number of hours, for an hour. And most people don't have hyperhidrosis, which is excessive sweating. I have excessive sweating. I sweat more than usual. And with the previous job I had, there was moments where I had to stand outside for a number of hours. So I put on this Lume thinking, okay, well, this shit is worth $14, so it must have a lot of potency with the deodorant properties that's going to mask my odor and have my armpits smelling like fresh lavender and Elmer's glue. Bitch, this shit didn't help. It made my armpits smell like fucking sour, I don't know, like sour grapes or something, sour grapes and must. It smelled like sour cream and must with a hint of lavender. It really wasn't that effective. So I don't really have a positive thing to say about the effectiveness of this Lume deodorant. Now, again, if let's say you work in an office and it has a lot of cool air and you don't have hyperhidrosis, so you're not going to sweat that much, fine. It's just still gonna smell like sauerkraut with a hint of lavender under your arms. And here's another thing, there's a number of different scents with Lume. There's the unscented one, and then there's like other ones, like I know there's something called juniper or whatever. I never tried all of them. I'm only talking about the lavender one. Maybe if I took the unscented one, I will have zero complaints, and I'll be like, this is the best thing I have ever tried in my life. But based on the price, which is trash, $14, hell no. Based on the scent, Elmer's versus lavender, and based on the effectiveness, if you are working outside or you are doing some type of strenuous act where your armpits are going to smell, I wouldn't really recommend it. I wouldn't really recommend it for any of these things. So, other things I want to mention, I think I talked about this a little bit. I guess a positive is that you could put it under your private parts, but now your private parts are going to smell like Elmer's glue or some shit. So I don't know if you want to make your private smell like, you know, lavender and sauerkraut or sour cream with a mix of Elmer's glue and lavender spritzed on it. I don't know, man. That's just how I saw it. This is just how I took it, and I had it for like weeks until I was just like, you know what? I think I could find something better than this. So let's rate this. I'm gonna rate it from 1 out of 5 stars. So with this product, I will rate this I'm gonna rate this a 1 star, man. A 1 star. Oh, you know what? I'll give it a 1.5 star. You know what? No, I'm gonna give it a 1 star because there's another thing I want to actually comment about. This thing is so small. It has 2.2 ounces. So I'm getting 2.2 ounces of this deodorant, and this costs $14. And I still get must under strenuous activity. I get must with a mixture of hints of lavender and Elmer's glue and fucking sour cream or some type of sour smell when it's underneath my arms. And it's just like, bro, this was such a disappointment. Now, again, if I had something else, maybe I feel different. But with this Lume stuff, I know this is a common thing that's being projected. I see a lot of commercials, these commercials about Lume. Lume is producing new commercials about how Lume is saved people's lives. This shit didn't save my motherfucking life. I'm just keeping it real with you. If you want to buy it, cool. At least I warned you. The end.